Right, good morning. I'm San Voong, and I'm the resident engineer for the City of Beverly Hills Fiber. And this is my first ConneXions attendance, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. The City of Beverly Hills Fiber project is being funded by the city, and it will be operated and owned by the city. And what we had envisioned was to offer a triple play service of voice, video, and data to connect over 16,000 homes and businesses, and with approximately 35,000 residents. And we want to offer a competitive price point of $55 per month for a 1 gigabit upstream and downstream plan. And because the City of Beverly Hills has movie producers, stars, high-profile doctors, high-volume stock traders, business owners, large and small, they demand the highest bandwidth, the lowest latency, and the most reliable service out there. So to do this, we had designed to build 7 sites across 5.71 square miles. I mean, I think that's overkill, but we have some very demanding customers. Okay. And also, I don't want to get a phone call from one of the doctors that can't get their MRI scans. In the end, we want to build something that's better, faster, and cheaper than what the incumbent service provider has to offer. So better, cheaper, faster creates some challenges itself. We want to deploy a proven solution. In our previous feasibility studies, we found a GPON and active Ethernet is the solution of choice. And to ensure our customers get that bandwidth, we designed a GPON to be on 1:16 split ratio and deploy 25% of active Ethernet to the footprint. And in partnership with Calix, we found that E7 initially fits that bill. It gives us the technology, it gives us the bandwidth that we need, and it enables us to provide that better, faster, and cheaper solution. But that's not the latest and greatest that the city demands. So let's take a look at what the E7 has to offer us. The E7 gave us everything we needed, and then some. It supports a layer 2 network architecture that we had developed, and it gave us the technology we needed at that time. But project scope changed along the way. And one huge component is that we can no longer use the core network services from the city. Effectively, I have to purchase new routers, new switches, build new servers. Most importantly, how am I going to operate them? So it creates a huge challenge for us. And how do you stay within schedule, stay within budget, and yet accommodate for those changes? I mean, it's a project manager's dream or nightmare, depending on what time of the day. And the way we look at it is if somebody throws you a rock, catch it and try to build something from it. So in late 2017, we heard about the E9. And we heard that it will simplify your network through a collapsed network architecture, and it will enable us to get to the next generation technology that we are looking to. It sounds like somebody else was throwing a bigger rock, and they caught it, and they built something bigger. We looked at the whole network architecture and determined the RPM, which fits what we need to satisfy the requirement for the layer 3 piece of it. The SSM, which take care of the subscriber management piece. And most importantly, we looked at the E9 giving us additional service offering that we had not planned for, such as wireless mesh. And with GPON and active Ethernet, our initial deployment was a 1 gig by 1 gig. And going to the E9, that allows us to shift to the next gen, and we can deploy XGS-PON along with NG-PON2. And XGS-PON, we can offer speed tiers greater than 1 gig in upwards of 10 gig. But overall, some of the other decision factors that we had with the E9 or the construction cost savings, the speed to market, because it's a simplified deployment, and I don't need to purchase the routers and switches and operate it. and it gives us the additional service offering that we're looking for. And with the savings from the CapEx side, we're able to increase our wireless penetration and offer a greater speed tier. And today, we have 19 chassis installed over 4 sites rather than 7, and we have a fully functional lab offering triple play service. Okay. Thank you.
That's great. Thanks, San. I love the way that you're taking the economic growth of this very downtrodden city and driving growth. So that's fantastic. So you talked about your migration to AXOS and the E9 but what you left out was you had to make a decision. Initially, you were going to go E7 with AXOS, and then as we started to roll it out and talk to you about what's the future, how do you build your network, you made a change. So why did you do that?
Well, we're looking at the fact that it's a leap forward in technology. We're taking from active GPON with active Ethernet that offers a single gig service. Now we can realize XGS-PON and GPON too. So the XGS-PON giving us 10 gig capability, it's a huge marketing play for us. Being in the city, they want the latest and greatest. If you get 1 gig by 1 gig service, the neighbors are going to want something like a 2x2. If you get 2x2 down the street, they want something higher. Right. So we want to offer that additional service. Additionally, with the E7, we had a refresh schedule of about 5 years to look at, do we need to replace it? Now we're leaping forward to E9. We don't need to do that. We can extend that refresh outlook further. And going to the E9 with the budget savings, both from a CapEx and construction, inside plant, outside plant, that's huge. Because on an inside plant standpoint, we took the savings that we have from 7 sites down to 4 sites. We put that money into building the infrastructure, such as doubling the battery backup capacity. But we also shifted the savings to the wireless service offering. Initially, we did not plan to offer any wireless services. We just want to give a small amount of wireless-enabled ONTs out there, and we can toggle that switch if the customer wants it on and off. And we felt that we weren't ready to support such a complex wireless option, just because we were fully aware that the demanding clients in the city, any jitters, any lag, we will get a phone call. But we had an opportunity to look at the E9 and the cloud support services that support the E9 and the wireless, and with the self-heal options, the troubleshooting options, and some of the marketing tool options, we felt comfortable in offering the wireless mesh. But most importantly, it actually allows us to stay in schedule and stay within budget, because when the scope change occurred, we were told, your budget is fixed. That's it. You cannot go back and ask for any more funds. So right. Now we're looking at, okay, how are we going to find the extra $1 million, $2 million to purchase the core network gears, the routers, the BNGs, the servers, and all the supporting tools. That's all built into the E9. But most importantly, I think, is that because our customers demand the latest and greatest, the E9 actually will help us fulfill that commitment to our customers.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, San.